You had an issue where your boyfriend, he didn't want you to go out partying and go to the clubs.
Yeah, with
You think it's insecure if a guy...
Yeah, I feel like a lot of guys are insecure about like their girls, and they're like worried that like other guys are gonna like make a move or something.
But other guys do make a move.
I mean, yeah, but like
You
it's
can
also
reject
trust.
them.
Yeah, you should already just be able to like trust. If you're not trusting the person, then why are you with them?
Yeah.
Do you think part of having fun is like going out and like meeting guys? I mean, like as a woman, you know, like you're probably gonna get hit on, like.
But it's also a respect thing, like for your significant other. Like when you're in a committed relationship, I feel like the respect factor of it is like maybe you shouldn't go out clubbing and partying and putting yourself in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's an insecurity thing for men. I think it's more so a respect thing.
Yeah.
You know, go party together, go do things together. If you want to have a girls' day, there's other things than going out to bars and partying like that, you know?
But the real reason why they call you insecure, fellas, is because all those other kind of things that they can do with just the girls, to them it's boring because it isn't revolved around men. They like the attention that they get from men. Otherwise, why not just go to a lesbian club? See what I'm saying? But they're not gonna do that because they like the attention that they get from men. They just don't want to admit that that's the real reason why they want to be able to go out clubbing. Let's keep it moving. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys from a female who supposedly had a boyfriend that broke up with her because of her interaction with Chris Brown. Now, if you don't know, Chris Brown's been on tour and women are willing to pay, from what I'm hearing, $1,100 all the way up to $1,500 just to take a picture with this man. And I've seen some pictures that look pretty inappropriate, and it's no surprise that these men are choosing to separate themselves from these kind of women. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Which meet and greet do you have?
This is from Columbus.
Oh, Columbus.
Yep.
Literally after my picture went viral, my boyfriend broke up with me about a week later after arguing because he felt like Chris was too close on me. I'm just like, it's one of the most respectable pictures. It wasn't like I was bending over grabbing my ankles. But I would trade my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times. So definitely really, really right there.
Which meet and greet do you have?
This is from Columbus.
Oh, Columbus.
Yep.
Literally after my picture went viral, my boyfriend broke up with me about a week later after arguing because he felt like Chris was too close on me. I'm just like, it's one of the most respectable pictures. It wasn't like I was bending over grabbing my ankles. But I would trade my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times. So definitely really, really right there. But I would trade my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times. So definitely really, really right there.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
She belongs to the streets.
Y'all heard it.
What I find very interesting is that we got women out here that are willing to pay that kind of money just to take a picture with Chris Brown. But y'all can't spend $20 or $30 and treat your man to a dinner or a lunch. Yo, man, I tell you, bro, fellas, this is why they want men to provide and pay all of the bills. Because these women still want to work. They don't want to depend on they don't want to depend on you for money. They just want to depend on you to pay the bills that they don't want to pay. And then they're going to take their money and then do some goofy ass shit like this. And then, like always, oh, he's being insecure. I even saw a man in the comments sit over here and say that man was gay. And said he wanted to date his homeboy anyway. What kind of goofy ass shit is that, man? It's like, tell me you pandering without telling me you pandering. Because of course he got the chicks over here side when talking about some period. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I'll tell you, man, it's like, this is exactly what I mean when I tell you guys, today's women, they measure masculinity solely based on what you provide them and how much you let them get away with as far as crossing your boundaries. It's so ridiculous, man. They're literally trying to redefine masculinity, man, and they're only sabotaging themselves in the end. Let's keep it moving.
Like astrology because they can't learn it. They've tried. They've tried to understand it. They've tried to conceptualize it. It's just too hard. So they hate on it. You're welcome.
Men do not care about astrology because they don't need an excuse to gaslight people or to blame the fucking ever-moving stars for their shitty behavior. There are women out here that will continuously cheat and be like, oops, it's because I'm a Scorpio. I'm sorry. So many women love to use astrology as an excuse to have shitty personalities. It's the same way that people will pick up religion or psychology to further gaslight people because they want to put labels on everything to avoid looking in the mirror as to why they're a shitty person. Well, I'm sorry, but the stars aligning or the stars moving have nothing to do with the way that you're behaving today or the way that you're cheating or being a fucking bitch to your boyfriend or your husband. Not to mention the majority of websites that have any kind of astrology, you can pretty much find whatever you want to hear because no two websites are the same. So make that make sense. It's not actually that it's because men are too dumb to learn it. They're actually just smart enough to understand that it's another form of manipulation and they don't feel the need to use it. And this is why I say so many times that men need to stay away from women that are obsessed with astrology, because I can guarantee you she's going to use that as an excuse later on to why she's treating you like shit. Or if something happens in the relationship, she's going to be like, oh, he was a Scorpio. And they use it as a sick obsession to avoid changing themselves or holding themselves accountable and then blaming other people for their actions and the stars aligning on everything shitty that they ever do. Okay, bye.
Men don't like astrology because they can't learn it.
No, it's because we're tired of figuring. I'm sorry, I'm a bitch. It's because I'm a Virgo. No, how the stars were aligned when you were born 40 years ago have nothing to do with why you're a bitch today, Alexa. And I'm clearly not a man. I'm tired of seeing people blame their shitty personalities and shitty actions on the way stars were aligned years ago when they were born. It doesn't make any sense. There's no scientific backing to any of this.
Thank you. I'm so glad to finally hear other women say this, because I've been trying to say this shit for the longest. It's like, that's the reason why men don't like astrology, because y'all just use it as another scapegoat for y'all shitty behavior. And y'all don't give men the same grace. Y'all really don't. Can you imagine if I told a woman like, well, look, I'm a Pisces, so, I like to fish around. Translation, I like to sleep around a lot. So if you can't accept me as I am, then that's your problem. I'm like, you see how I'm deflecting my behavior onto the woman solely based on me being a Pisces? You see how ridiculous that sounds? Now, you tell me how many women are really going to accept that. Most will not. But when you flip it, y'all expect men to accept that shit. No. And this is coming from a guy before I found the RP and all that. Well, hell, I really gave up on astrology before I became RP. But I used to be into that shit. Because I will say this, when it comes to like knowing about yourself, I do believe there are some things that are true. Like Pisces tend to be into arts and stuff. And, I'm into movies. Obviously, I know I make music. Even as far as, doing this. You have to have some kind of artistic creativity going on. And that was relative to Pisces when I used to be into astrology. So I do believe that there are tiny bits and nuggets of truth to it. But when it comes to like just behaving a particular way, nah. That's when that shit goes out the window for me. Let's keep it moving.
For men, you're going to need some combination of like full-time dedication to the gym, like elite level genetics or steroid intervention.
Yes, I agree with you.
To achieve that level of muscularity.
Yeah, and it's not fair. I agree with you.
Right, but this whole trope of, oh, my beauty standards, it's so hard as a woman because
But it can be hard for both
beauty
people.
standards.
This is the thing, is it's hard for both people. I fully recognize that men have it bad. I love men. I appreciate what they bring to the table. And I realize right now, especially in society, they're getting shit on all the time. And they have these unrealistic standards. I totally understand that. But that doesn't say that, oh, women do not also have pressures on themselves also. I'm saying that it's both. And we can sit here and have this war of like, oh, who's more oppressed? Who's got more issues that are harder to achieve and whatever. And it's like, we all have shit we're dealing with. So we can all be a little bit more compassionate, understanding to each other.
Right.
No.
But I think in this situation, I think the conversation was about who has it harder. And whether women want to admit it or not, it's definitely men, especially when you're talking about physical attraction, because it's been shown through, actually, I think through the dating apps. The 80-20 rule exists for a reason. If you literally just ask a woman, what percentage of men do you find attractive when you walk out the door, most of them won't say anything higher than 20%. I've done videos of women saying 1%, 5%, 10%. So if y'all only find a small percentage of men really attractive, but are quick to say that men will screw anything moving, wouldn't it be fair to say that it's a lot harder on men than it is women? I mean, for crying out loud, we got Gorlock the Destroyer over here looking for a sugar baby. We got the one plus size chick with the mustache over here demanding 6-figure men, and she claims that she has access to them. Like, so what are we talking about here? Y'all know damn well the beauty standard in America is pretty much, the bar is set fairly low compared to other countries. Take it from somebody who has been traveling around the world a lot within the last year and a half. I literally just came from Brazil. You want to talk about beauty standards? Go to Brazil and then have this kind of talk with me. Let's keep it moving.
Y'all ain't gonna say y'all don't be doing your queen thing, whatever, what have you. But if you playing queen to a gesture, then you don't know your value, and you wasting your power.
Enough is enough.
And that's what a lot of ladies is out here doing. And then you complaining about him. You complaining about a gesture being a clown, sweetheart. He doing his job. That was supposed to be entertainment for you. You know, like a gesture is supposed to be. But you tried to invest and elevate that man and upgrade that. But that's you. That's your fault. You threw them coins out there. You feel me? That's you not knowing your boundaries and not knowing when a project is supposed to be left alone. You feel me? Like don't be out here on no goofy, bro. We anti-goofy this year, I promise. I'm gonna leave it there though. What? Anti-goofy.
Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.